What's up, you guys? It's Matt here. So, a couple of people asked me recently and told me that it would be beneficial if I taught someone how to leverage trade, right? And I love leverage trading, right? I love it now. I didn't always like it. I was not really the biggest fan of trading with somebody else's money, also not being able to own what position I had outright because it's already a risk to own any cryptocurrency. It's already a risk to own any investment. But when you add leverage trading on top of it, or you add margin trading on top of it, it's something where now if you lose a certain percentage, now you lose everything, right? Um, and that's something that didn't really sit well with me in the beginning because I don't want to lose everything. I don't want that opportunity. I don't want that chance to lose everything, right? The chance for, let's say, you buying into Bitcoin, right? You buy into Bitcoin, and the chance for you to take your $100 that you have to go to zero is like slim to none, right? From Bitcoin going from 61,000 down to zero is just not going to happen, right? Especially, and if you do see that time frame, it's going to happen slowly. It's not going to happen aggressively, but it won't happen, right? There's a very slim chance. But for you to go from, having Bitcoin and at a 5x leverage, well, now all it has to do is drop by 20% because the place where you're getting this money from has to retain the amount that they put into it as well as the fees. So you know that you don't have to have that go to zero. It can lose 20% and now you're out whatever you put into it. Or if you do a 100x leverage, if you lose even 1%, well, now you lose everything that you put in there. So leverage trading does provide a lot of risk and does add a lot of risk if you are doing a 5x leverage as well as a 100x leverage. And what I want to do in this video is I want to talk to you guys about that risk and why I can manage it so well, because that's what leverage trading is all about. It's not about just the investment that you're getting into. It's about you managing the risk because anything could happen. We could see something that shows a clear sign, a clear pattern, a clear bounce off of the whatever indicator, and it just doesn't do that. And then, you have to find a way to protect yourself in the end. Now, my strategy has evolved from what it was in the beginning to what it is now and what has been successful. But I, kind of implore you guys to do the same thing, is to develop a strategy, maybe start out with $1 or start out with 20 cents and leverage trade that, because there's no minimum to trading over here. No large minimum. You have a certain amount in certain positions, but you don't really have a large minimum. You can take a $1 stable coin that you gathered and now you can trade that if you want to. So I implore you guys to just, find your strategy by doing, by example. That's the best way to learn, in my opinion. So before we get into this, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell for more of these videos. Also, if you want to put this video on pause and go and start a Margex account, use my link at the top of the description. You can start it. You can fund it using Coinbase or any other platform, and you can also purchase it outright. But I always find a better option to just send it. But if you want to do that, go ahead and do it, and then you can kind of follow along in what you can do. So I'm going to make some trades here. It doesn't mean that these are going to be the best trades possible. I'm going to kind of put this out here, right? Preface this video as not a video to copy these trades, because I'm just doing it by whatever is seen here, not by, doing an extensive amount of research. If you do an extensive amount of research, you'll have a better opportunity to make money and also establish some sort of, plan for yourself. Now, in the beginning, the way that I started this was all about, trading in Margex and protecting myself at the same time, because leverage trading was outside of my comfort zone. I was not all for it. And the best way that I did that was to find a stop loss and a profit target. I would find a profit target, I'd find a stop loss, and I'll be able to manage that well from a short term perspective, looking for maybe a 20%, 30% gain. And I would start with like $1, $5, $10 at a 5x leverage, right? $10 at a 5x leverage, we're looking at $50 that we're trading with, which could be significant, if you see it grow a little bit. Not like crazy, but definitely has the ability to grow. So I would come in here and I would say, okay, what do I have available to trade? So if I have a couple of dollars to trade, let's say I have Binance coin. So I can go here, I can go to trade, I can find Binance up here, BNB, and now I can trade that. I only have about $8 worth. So I can say, all right, I want to do a 5x leverage. I'll do a 5x leverage with $5 that I'm trading. And we'll go ahead and bring this down to 5x, confirm, and it's saying that my order cost will be 0.0017, which should be around $1 that I'm trading with, while trading with their money, $4 of their money equaling $5. So I say, all right, I see XRP as an opportunity. I'm going to go ahead and buy this position. Now, when I buy this position, it's going to tell me what my liquidation point is. It's going to tell me what my current price is. It's going to tell me all of this information. Now, what I would do to protect myself in the beginning is I would set myself with a profit target or stop loss, just to kind of either live to fight another day or be able to capture a profit. So I would come in here, I would do a stop loss, and I would say, all right, I only want to lose 20%. If I'm down negative 20%, I said negative 20%, then that means that it would come down to 45 cents. If it comes down to 45 cents, I get liquidated. So I would confirm that, and I put the stop loss order in. So if it comes down to that level, I will get liquidated, or I won't get liquidated, but they will save what is the rest of my investment, which means 80% of what I put in, which would be about 80 cents. Right. And then also I would have a profit target. I would say, okay, I believe that this is going to go to a way higher level. I want to gain 100%. And if I can gain 100%, it would get up to 56 cents. So then I would put that through, and you hear that come through. And now basically saying my profit target, I would be able to go from $1 to $2 when it hits a level of 56 cents. This is the simple way of understanding leverage trading. And this is the way that I did it in the beginning, because I wanted to protect myself as much as possible. As I started to gain more, then I started to kind of protect myself a little bit less. And the reason why I did that was because for me, I wanted to do it more long term. And when you're doing it short term like this, when you're doing these simple trades, you're only caring about the short term aspect of it. So what I started to do, instead of looking at the day chart or looking at the week chart, I would look at the month or the year and then break that down a little bit better. So then I can understand and say, okay, XRP in the last year has been sitting at these lows. You expect it to kind of bounce off of these levels. So where we're purchasing, we can see that pump up to a level of 74 cents. But are we at the lowest level possible? Well, we're not. The lowest level possible would be 42 cents. This is kind of a level that it has had multiple touch points where we stand. So I want to make sure I protect myself from going to 42, but also protect myself or give myself the chance to get up to 74 and gain a decent amount. So I would put in a certain amount to give me that 5x leverage while setting a profit target of a lot further. So let's go ahead and look at something else, right? We have BNB. I'm going to take out another position. And what we're going to do is say, all right, I want to now utilize more. So I want to do a 10x leverage. I'm going to do a 10x leverage right here. Let's up it to 10x. And I'm going to put up $5 myself. So $5 multiplied by 10 would be 50. So I'm going to go ahead and type in a $50, meaning that I'm putting up $10 total. And now I'm looking to invest a little bit more, $10. I'm risking a little bit more than the $1. And I'm doing it for more of the long term. While this 5x could go for the long term because it is a 37 cents and it's not going to get down to that level, you can add a little bit more. So instead of doing a 10x leverage, you know what? I'm going to do a 20x leverage because again, it's for the long term, meaning that I don't believe that it's going to come down much further than where it is. Now, if it does, then I get liquidated because that's my process now. And I'm not putting up a crazy amount because I'm already in profit with the amount that I have now. So doing a 20x leverage, not for $50, but let's say it's 100, right? So $100, I'm doing a 20x leverage, and now I'm not putting up as much. For some reason, I can't do the math. But let's see. So I wanted to do 5 multiplied by 20, which would be 100, right? So that's that's how you're looking at that. So $100, 20x leverage. We're going to sit on this and we're going to purchase this, and this would give us a liquidation point of now 45 cents. Now that's giving it a little bit more risk. So if I was looking to extend that a lot further and say this is not going to get to this point, I would probably go with more of like a 10x leverage that would probably get me more closer to the 42 cent level of a liquidation point. I kind of just went a little bit aggressive. And what you would do for me, for my strategy, is I don't add a stop loss because I don't want it to get to a point to where I'm always, getting stopped out at these 20%. But what I would also never do here is set myself with a profit target. I would have a mental profit target, which has been working for me recently quite a bit. So where it stands, again, you're looking out for the long term. You're seeing that push up. And when it does push up, you're able to gather it whenever you believe the high point will be. So in this case, the high point probably be 74 cents. So if you see that at a level of 74 cents and you wanted to set a profit target, you would set it for that level, which would be 0.74, which would be a 1,130% gain. So that's kind of what I see there. And that's what I wanted to set. So, anyways, I got to take this call. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell for more of these videos. Also, make sure you check out some of the links down below. It does help out the channel. And if you guys want my link for Margex, feel free to do that down below. Develop your own strategy, and honestly, you will go a long way. But make sure that you are disciplined and you stick to whatever strategy you're building. Don't just do it because you're like, oh, this could get to this level. Well, yeah, it could, but your strategy tells you not to take that chance. So anyways, let me know what you think about this. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. I'll catch you in the next one. See ya.